Everyone. Okay, I get a little subconscious whenever people hear me talking and making videos. So, like, I was like, because Pegasus came back. It was like, what are you doing? You know, I was like, updating my people, like, who watches my channel. I mean, this is what I do. This is my work. Like, and I love doing it. And, okay. So, after the fire, right? What I was talking about Seawalk, you know, with all the like, fucking black mold everywhere and stuff like that, I wonder, like, how inspectors don't freaking get a hold of them, like, seriously. And there's, like, in some of the rooms, there's, like, literally, like, fucking holes in the ceiling from water damage. It's just trippy. I was like, how, like, and then you have to sign, like, this contract with them that's saying that they'll, like, give you, make sure you have food and stuff like that. At times, yeah, they do. They bring some stuff in, and then they have like little cooks out and stuff like that. But then there's times where I literally like lost like 10 pounds living there. I got skinnier, and then I left and went homeless and started eating at Mission. I gained my weight back, and I actually look so much healthier. So in my opinion, that was kind of harsh to kind of really, because you can't go to Mission when you live there because they say they'll feed you, and it's just half the time, and everyone shares the same kitchen, and then half the time it's just like there's really no food there to really eat, and you get like old bread all the time, and then when you do get fruit, it's like almost old, and you have to eat it that day, and then like later, or you have to like freeze it before it goes bad, and then you can make things out of it, I guess. But it was rough, and I was like so much happier going to the Mission to be able to eat and gain my weight back and stuff, and that was so much better. And we decided to move because I decided to help someone. And I showed him where my spot was so that he can get his own tent and everything like that, and he can just find somewhere to be able to sleep. And then he wants to turn it into like this huge like campground type thing, like a cookout, and huge like freaking crazy huge tent. And I'm like, dude, like really, come on, you're gonna attract attention, because he bought an air pump for his freaking queen size mattresses, and then it was an electric one. It wasn't even a battery operated one, so they're talking about going all the way to Publix to pump these bitches up and then walk these freaking pumped up air mattresses to the spot. And I'm like, Griffin, be careful, because you know the cars driving by, they're gonna freaking see you, and then they're gonna be like, you know, like fucking what the fuck, and call the cops, you know. I mean, it's private area. You're really not supposed to be in these areas, like crazy. And Pegasus, like, I was waiting at our spot because it's our new spot, and our new spot is extremely further from our old spot, and especially further from the Mission. We actually have to Spange to be able to catch the bus to get to Mission now. And oh man, I have a lot of stuff. I had like 3 bags of 1 bag filled with all my bedding stuff, and a suitcase, laptop case with all my books, a duffel bag of fucking food, and I had a lot of shit. And then plus his tent, his tarp, my tent, my tarp, and everything I showed on the video. He dragged all of this, and he couldn't even get on the bus to get to our new spot. And this is quite a few blocks. I swear he like had to walk almost an hour and a half with a shopping cart with all my shit and his shit. And it was just like, oh my gosh, when I saw him walk up with that shopping cart, I was just like in love, because I was like, wow, you went out there. And I thought he was just, you know, going to grab all my stuff and put it over at his spot that he moved to whenever, that was near my old spot that caught on fire. I guess he stayed around near me to make sure I stayed okay and nothing bad happened to me, and I thought he was just gonna move it to his spot from whenever he moved out, basically. And then no, he packed everything, because all my stuff was set up. So he packed everything from everything being set up, and then went to his area from all his stuff being set up, take it all down, stuffed it in this shopping cart, and then walked all the way from the old spot to our new spot. Right before it rained. It was about to storm so bad. And when he got to the new spot, he picked a spot that was like, he for some reason he loves picking certain spots that just flood. And it was wild. Oh my goodness. I wish I would have just recorded like some of these things that happened. Like we had in our old spot, before our old spot, we had like water like this, and we were like in a lake, and it was like at the bottom of the tent, it was like a water bed, like, ooh, like at the bottom of our like tent, and you just press on it, and it was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, we have like a water bed, we're at like this lake thing, and oh man. And so we came to the new spot, and instead of like the water going all the way up under the tent and everything getting flooded, the water just like went around the area of the tent. And it was kind of like a moat around the whole area. And we were like, oh my gosh. And Pegasus was like, I always pick these flooded areas. For some reason, I think flooded areas are a good spot. And I was like, yeah, I've noticed. He's like, you're just going to have to pick a spot after it rains. And I was like, seems like it. See what's flooded and what's not flooded. Oh man, it's wild. It's funny. It is, and it has its own stress to it doing this, especially when like you have no income. Like a lot of people that help me tend to have like income already, like SSI, SSD, or like whatever, have some kind of like income. And usually all these people, why they're even on the streets, because it's so hard to really get into a place when you're living off of like SSI and SSD. SSI Griffin lives off of, and then SSD Pegasus is on. And I was denied. I tried for like my whole mental thing with my old videos and stuff like that, how I explained about when it comes to jobs and me, and how I just kind of break down because it's not something I want to do, and it's not, and it's too much stress to go to work and then go to school for something, or even go to work just to pay off my old schooling and then have to wait and then to go to school, and then I'm putting so much work as it is already into work, and it's like I want just to drive and continue something that's like I'm passionate about, and it doesn't make me feel so like drained and depressed that I'm not doing what I want to do, and that I'm not doing what like I'm passionate about, I love, and that thrives me in life, and that doesn't feel like work. And a lot of that exactly why I do my YouTube channels, why I write my book, and why I'm going out there with my little uniform I made to advertise my book, and I love it because all I sit there is smile and wave. I do the queen wave because it trips people out. It's so funny. And then instead of doing this, I was like, hello people, how are you? And it's so funny, and some people will be like, hi, and I'm like, hi, yes, I see you, have a great day. And it's awesome. I love waving back to the people that just like, oh, hi, you're so cool, wow, what are you doing? And then yesterday, oh, it was amazing. I was doing it like while we were waiting on some friends, actually in Jack's Beach, with my shirt and everything, and this guy comes up with this fucking gnarly ass car with the hood comes back, and he had it back, and he was just playing some awesome like industrial music, and his car was all ratted out, like it was white with these black cool ass freaking like industrial like markings, and it was like, oh man, I love this song. This is a cool ass song. And then, so after when the light turned red, I walked back up to the car, and I just on the sidewalk just started dancing to the music, and oh my gosh, everyone in the cars were like tripping. They loved it. I should have freaking recorded it. I was like, it was such a YouTube moment. I had so many such YouTube moments that I should have been recording, and I just didn't. Like I got this new necklace, and I remade my star, or my sun really, and to me it's like my Aquarius star from the tarot card readings. The card mainly for the for Aquarius is the Star card, and with the woman, you know, going out to or like putting her hand out to the water and stuff. So like I made this into like my Aquarius star. I'm gonna become the star. I am working to be the ultimate within myself, of myself, with the world, and to help other people with how I help myself, and how I want to put myself out there in the world, and how I want to create the change that, you know, create and be the change that you want to see in the world. And so and it's crazy, and it's awesome, because a few times I even got to go back to the park in Jack's Beach, Gonzales Park, and see the sticker. I actually took pictures of it, because Pegasus is like, you should take a picture of it. That's where your book was started. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I really should take a picture of it. And so, and the sticker says, be the change. And then I went a little bit further with it with my book and say, be the change you want to see in the world. So that you basically lead by example. And then you inspire other people to be that change they want to see in the world too. So that's where that came from. And so I got pictures of that and the gazebo and stuff like that, and you can see the little sticker up at the top, and it says, be the change. And it's like, this is where it started. This is where it all started. You know, how I wanted to do the YouTube channels, writing in my journals, and then starting my book onto my Facebook page. And it's just, it's going up there. It's getting its foundation, and it's growing, and it's very slow right now, but I know that Aquarius star card is coming, and it's going to blow up bigger than I could have ever imagined. But I'm going to be good at it. It's going to be perfect for me, and it's not even going to be considered work. It's going to be like everything I've always wanted to do in my life anyway. And if it all plans out in the right way, like, I'll be set for the rest of my life, and being able to have, like, you know, a company card to support certain businesses, and to be like, hey, you know, like, I support what you do, and I pass out unicorn stickers that says unicorn supports, like, all the good things out there in the world I want to support. I want to be able to have the money to support all these organizations, to support what's good about this world, and then to really rise the health, the positivity of, you know, the earth, and how we should keep healing, help the earth heal, and not keep destroying it. And I have a lot of plans for it, and the only thing is, like, I have the universe backing me up, and the universe is granting me everything I need, and anything I could ever possibly, like, you know, feel a drive to, like, or like initiation to, like, do something that, like, make a video, like, I gotta make a video, like, or to write a paragraph for my book, or to write out certain things in my journal, or to simply meditate, or to simply create a little mini altar, just and fuel myself with these vibrations, and to bring in the vibrations of abundance, and to create the world change, to be the change that I want to see in the world. And the only thing is, I'm gonna need y'all's help. I need y'all's support, just like I'm gonna support y'all. When it all's said and done, I'm supporting y'all too, but I need y'all to support me to support y'all. And that's how I'm creating it. Basically, I'm gonna need the people of the world, all of you, not just America. Like, I want to be worldwide. Like, when I, like, the name of my book, The Living Legend Unicorn, will be literally, that's a living legend. She is alive, and she created herself to be a legend, and that's unicorn. Like, I'm unicorn. Like, when someone says unicorn, you know unicorn, yeah, that unicorn. I mean, you when you see unicorn, you're like, oh, unicorn, man, you just don't even know. Like, I have so many friends around here, like, I've built up such mad respect, and it's so amazing. It is so cool. And you know what, and for like everyone else out there that like really gets involved in my book and my videos, and I pray to the universe that I get to meet your soul too. I pray to the universe that, you know, you can just message me on my shaman messages, or like video chat with me on my shaman messages, or